All right, let's go back to one of our leading stories now. Today, the Standing Committee on Public Accounts is actually conducting an oversight visit to the Kusile power plant as the country is strained under stage 3 blackouts. Let's go to reporter Heidi Giokos now, who is there with the committee as they conduct their visit. Heidi, I wonder what it is that they've said to you, especially looking at how we are on stage 3 and Eskom keeps saying we might have 100 days of blackouts.
Yes, indeed, Masako. We haven't had a chance to actually speak to Eskom or Scopa this morning as the program started on time. They are getting a briefing and an update from Eskom officials with regards to a 2019 August visit that they conducted at the various power stations. For example, Medupi and this particular one where we're at just outside of Emalahleni, Kusile power station. So they are asking questions and raising issues with regards to whether or not some of the issues that they raised in 2019 have indeed been addressed. What seems to be a problem, though, and I must add, is the fact that there seems to be new staff members that have joined the Eskom team here at Kusile Power Station, and a lot of them weren't part of that 2019 inspection meeting that took place by Scopa in 2019. So a lot of them have very different answers compared to what took place in 2019. What's encouraging, even though the amount is huge, is that Eskom has indicated that they will stay within budget. The project was only supposed to cost about 80 billion rand to complete this power station. You can see part of it behind me, and that has ballooned to over 160 billion rand to complete this power station. Only 3 units out of the 6 are currently working. What Eskom has told Scopa so far is that they will remain within budget of 160 billion rand, but the big concern here is why Unit 4 has not been up and running for commercial use to date. We do know that it started working only in December last year, but timelines indicate that the full completion and operational use of Kusile Power Station will only be completed in 2024. This power station was supposed to take 6 to 7 years, Masako, to build. It's now on its 16th or 17th year, which just shows you the huge issues that our power stations are facing in the country and how long it's actually taking, which speaks to why we're constantly having load shedding, why there's just not enough power stations to deal with the capacity that the country needs and to deal with how much needs to be put on the grid. And this is, of course, one of the big issues we will be asking Scopa to say, where's the pressure? Why are we not asking why more power stations are not being built and why this particular power station is taking so long?
And I think, Heidi, the other issue is also the fact that so many times we are told that the cold is wet, etc., with South Africa, which has made South Africans and a lot of energy experts ask the question on whether or not these power stations that have been built have actually been built properly to start with. Maybe that's why it's taken so long, 6 years, 16 years, quite a huge difference.
Yes, indeed, and I actually heard some of Scopa committee members speaking amongst each other, saying, you know, where are the engineers that built this power station, whether it's Kusile or Medupi power station? Why are they not here to answer? Why are they not here to deal with the many issues that have been raised? For example, in early Feb, Masako, when we had that round of load shedding, Kusile power station was unable to operate for 5 days. It was unable to produce electricity for over 5 days. You ask yourself, why is this happening? The reason why this was happening is because there were major issues within the power station that needed to be addressed. It goes back to how this power station was built, how money was taken to build this power station, but things were never done properly. You have this court case with the investigating directorate that has accused over 6 officials from Eskom, contract managers, tender managers, managers from this power station that are being accused of over 745 million rand fraud and corruption. So you look at all these issues and you ask yourself, should we really be asking ourselves why there's still load shedding? The signs are there, but the issue is, why has nothing been done done to deal with it, because we know what the issues are. We know what the problem is. We need more power stations. We need more capacity, and that is not being done. So hopefully we'll be able to address all these issues, and we will be doing a walkabout. Masakho, I must say I'm quite excited to get into this this power plant station to see how it actually all looks, because we need to understand how all of this functions, and we will be asking those questions to Eskom as well as Scopa.
Yeah, I think, Heidi, for a lot of South Africans, they want to know how the coal gets wet every time it rains. So definitely, Heidi Giokos will come back to you as soon as she's been able to speak to Scopa and its chairperson, Kusile.